So Nibbles, J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. First, we get two order questions. These other ones aren't, but these first two are definitely fucking order questions. And the first one's from Bon Fry. What's up, J-Dog? I love the channel. I've been binging it nonstop. It's what I like to fucking hear. Keep on binging, goddammit. It'd be sick if you could throw some stickers in. Yeah, I'll try. We just have one Hell's design left, the Cannibal design, which I've only got like 50 of those left. Um, Supposed to have more stickers on the way. We'll fucking see. Four more Hell's designs, but I'm all out of channel stickers and all that other shit, and all the other designs. I've got two questions for you. What do you think of the Gore Lord album, Force Fed on Human Flesh? To be honest with you, I don't think anything of it. I remember listening to it in the early 2000s. Isn't it kind of like necrophagia type fucking stuff? Didn't Killjoy have something to do that, or that guy had something to do with necrophagia? In cahoots with Killjoy, right? And fucking Norwegian band. Um, I honestly I don't remember it. I didn't buy it, so that says I didn't think it was that great. That made me the man I am today. Really? Shit, that's a bold goddamn statement. Also, what would you do if your wife told you that she wanted to be a born again Christian? Would you be cool with it? Would you send her to divorce court on a stretcher? I mean, yeah, that'd be fucking obviously very annoying and a bit of a fucking inconvenience. But I guess at the end of the fucking day, the way I would see it is, why don't you didn't bring it up, right? Because I think each person should believe in whatever the fuck they want to believe in. Just no goddamn reason to believe it up. To be honest with you, my personal beliefs and what I feel about a lot of things about life, afterlife, meaning of life, and shit like that, I would say 99.9% of people, might even be 100% of people on this fucking planet, people that know me and shit like that, they don't even know what my true beliefs are. So I don't go around talking about it. Saying on me, fucking toasty. Don't go around talking about it because number one, it's just a personal fucking thing. Number two, don't think anybody really gives a fuck what I believe. Why kind of like, why would you? It's my own personal thing, right? So that's how I am with whenever it comes to anything religion related or belief systems, because there's no proof to it, any of it. Anyways, it's like, so why get mad about it? Why argue about it? You know? And yeah, you could have it as a topic of conversation, like let's just say you're at a social event, but at the same, I mean, on paper you could, but the problem is you can't because people get all fucking up in a roar and all fucking pissed off. It's like the two things they say you can't talk about is religion and politics, right? Pretty much 100% true. You pretty much fucking can't because if you disagree with what they say, even the people say, "No, I don't care." I've yet to meet someone that doesn't. So even you watching, you care. So yeah, as long as she didn't bring it up, I guess it wouldn't matter because she believes what the fuck she wants to believe in. Michael Hedrick. He's got six goddamn questions. He sent this through email, but he placed an order. He's like, and then notes. He's like, I'll just send the questions through email because it's too much to type up. But there's six pretty quickies. It looks like. Uh, Number one, what is your favorite scream on a metal record? I mean, first two coming in my mind. I mean, but I would have to go back and shit, maybe something like Glenn Benton, but I can't think of a particular one. But two particular ones I can think first that come to my mind is Lord Worms on the song Open Face Surgery, that off the Blasphemy Made Flesh record. That really long, ongoing, fucking damn near 60-second goddamn scream. And Chris Barnes on the that shriek fucking after they hit that drum cymbal and it sounds like you're fucking opening up a goddamn tomb or something. When he bursts into that scream on the song Post Mortal Ejaculation off Single Mutilated. Those are the first two pop in my mind directly, but fucking that, and especially like the first two albums, his screams and vocal tones. It's badass shit right there, brah brah. Number three, if you could hand, oh no, number two, what kind of music collection does LCAT have? Is she a financial buyer of CDs and LPs like the dog? Question mark. No, she is not. I'm the only one in the household that is. Number three, if you could hand pick the bands for a show, and they had to be four currently active bands from four different genres: thrash metal, death metal, black metal. What bands would you select? Yeah, I've kind of already answered this a bunch of times. I mean, so Star 666, Hemorrhage, Denial of God, um, heavy metal band, Metal Lucifer. I mean, didn't really give you a direct thrash band, but this Destroy 66 like a black and thrash band, right? Number 4, sophomore album battle. Hereinafter versus Mortal Throne and Nazarene. Who wins? For me, Hereinafter, but I can easily see somebody like Immortal Throne better. And I do think Mortal Throne and Nazarene. Mortal Throne and Nazarene and Onward of Golgotha, I think those are in the second place spot of heaviest albums of all time. We all know who's number 1, goddammit, the motherfucking Tish. But in my mind, it's literally the Tish is first. If I had to give a heaviest recording of all time, I think it's House by the Cemetery. But the Tish in general, but reason House by the Cemetery, because with the rawness, it just makes it sound even a little bit lower. Not that it is heavier, it just gives it that much more heavier, darker feel and sound to it. So, but the Tish in general, but House by the Cemetery being number 1. Number 2 to the Throne is the first 2 incantations. Not that everything by incantations is not heavy, because it damn sure fucking is. But specifically those first 2, especially with Craig Pillard's low as fuck vocals, I would say they're the number 2. And then number 3, I would say would be probably Rochevore. Their Iniquitus, how do you pronounce it? Fucking album. I mean, all of it was heavy as fuck, like the 7-inch and shit like that. But it really shined through, especially with the fucking bass tone on the actual studio album. Because I think the best thing Rochefort ever did was that full length. So I would say that's third. And now I know somebody's gonna come in here and say something fucking stupid as fuck. Like, well, what about this fucking Mortician worship band? It's a pinch. But it's dude. It's like it's Mortician worship exactly. It's kind of like, again, that's why I still talk about all the young bucks, dude. You got to go listen to the oldies. Like, who was that? And I thought it was pretty good. Massacred from Argentina. That was probably my favorite Mortician worship band, especially the demo disc. What was it, like Assembled in Blood? There was 2 demos. That's the only thing I owned. I came in through Hell's, and I did pick it up. Let's just say theoretically it was a pinch lower than the Tish, which it wasn't. But let's just say it was. It sounded exactly like Mortician. I don't think they was making any bones about it. I think that's what they're setting out to do, which is cool. I thought it was a cool. I thought it was a cool disc. I bought it. You know what I mean? But that's kind of my whole point. Is like these guys that just buy these newer bands, the kids are bringing them up. Again, just using the for the 2 million times to the big boys, the Gate Creepers, Sanguizios, Frozen Souls, them. It's just as weird as somebody's like, I like Massacred, loved it, heaviest band ever, but Mortician, they either, yeah, I think I heard of those guys, or it's the ultimate, deer in headlights, dick in the mouth, or don't like them, or something stupid. It's like, dude, this shit doesn't even make, what are you talking about? Like, it doesn't even make fucking sense. And the thing is, granted, I haven't met somebody that said something stupid like that, but I bet you there's somebody out there that likes Massacred or one of these other complete Tish worship bands. It's getting a little ridiculous, though. People were saying shit like certain bands are Mortician worship bands. I'm like, yeah, unless I'm like, this doesn't sound anything like Mortician. What the fuck are you talking about? The only bands that I could think of that sound like Mortician was Massacred. There was that, who's that Ohio band? They did that Maxi Lathe Mortuary Ghoul. And even then, I didn't think it was complete Mortician, not as much as Massacred, but it was definitely, you could tell, had the Tish in there. And then honestly was Fluids. Well, wait till you hear that next goddamn recording. Maybe not anymore. Inside scoop, goddammit. But the previous records, the death metal stuff, that sounded like Mortician with much less blast beats. Shit, you can even pick out songs like, I'm like, fuck, this sounds like title track Zombie Apocalypse. This sounds like fucking Slaughterhouse. Huh, this sounds like fucking Red Rum, or I mean, like you can literally pick out songs where there's riffs. I'm like, this literally sounds like Mortician. But, and again, and I guarantee you there's somebody out there, the younger bucks, love Fluids, but either thinks the Tish is mediocre or thinks Fluids is better. Just weird to me. Again, there's not that they're wrong, but at the same time, kind of wrong. It's again the best analogy I can say or utilize is a dude running around, dude, hot and ready pizza. Little Caesars is the best pizza in the world. You're just like, Grant, you're entitled to your opinion, and it doesn't affect my life at all. And I'm not mad. Don't dislike you. Don't even think any less or more of you. But I'm just like, again, it's an acquired taste. So it's not that there's a right or wrong opinion, but at the same time, you're kind of wrong. I mean, that's just kind of a dumb statement. That's the equivalent of saying Fluids is better than Mortician. Or this newbie band, well, dude, how can you say the Tish is the heaviest? Maybe up to the year 2001, but since so-and-so came out, and again, the one guy put in the fucking comments, forget who it was, which is a distributor call points, one of the, I think a regular, said so-and-so, and it was pretty heavy. But I was like, dude, it's slow as piss. Slow as piss isn't fucking death metal. Slow as piss is put me to fucking snooze. I may as well just smoke a big fat bowl with fucking 10 grams of melatonin and get a big comfy fucking bed. That's what that bullshit is. I mean, it's boring, dude. When was metal meant to be fucking boring and snoozy? Ever since, again, hate to fucking say it, but when you back to fucking Metallica, even Kill 'Em All and shit. If you're the mamas and daddas of that time in 1983, when they look at their, oh man, my teenage kids like this crazy music, maybe even going back as far as Maiden. That crazy headbanging music. They got black clothes on. They got ripped jeans and long hair, and they're headbanging. It's just this fast music. That's what they would describe that. That's metal, dude. This boring shit is fucking boring. So I don't. If it was tuned lower or something than Mortician or Onward I'll go with the Mortal Throne Nazarene, I was like, it kind of doesn't count. Well, Mortal Throne and shit, it's got slow parts. It does, and then honestly, that's kind of why it's not as fucking great as the goddamn Mortician. And however, though, it's not slow from beginning to fucking end. And again, I don't mind slow parts mixed in there, some fills, but when it's just pure fucking slow, it's dumb, flat out fucking dumb. So yeah, just as number one. Mortal Throne's number two in the heaviest, but I like Hereinafter better personally. Nailed to Gold, one of my goddamn favorite songs, one of my favorite guitar solos ever too in death metal. And goddamn it, Burn with Jesus is fucking a close goddamn second to that song. Fuck me dead, is it a banger? Watch out for those Hell's Pictures too. Coming on out, goddamn it. Should be out by, I don't know, end of this year, early next year. Never been on Picture Disc ever before. Number five, it would be cool if HHR could release Killing Christ, Hell fucking Jesus Satan by the Mighty Infestdead on Holy Communion white with red wine splatter vinyl. If you don't listen to Infestdead, what are you doing with your life? Thing is, dude, I 100% agree. The almighty Infestdead was fucking to me that's just mandatory death metal, and I already know 85% of the people watching this don't even know what the fuck it is. Now they're gonna claim they do the next time they're talking or something because they're gonna run over to fucking YouTube and YouTube it right now. But and again, I would take Infestdead over all the new bands that blew up in the last 10 years in the death metal scene, all combined together. I would take Infestdead over that. Just flat out would. It's just way goddamn better. Now, as far as us doing it, probably unlikely. And if we were to do it, even myself, I'd want to hold off because it came out. I think it was it Century Media? They did that double LP compilation, which was everything, and the double CD release, which was everything. Yeah, Jesus, Satan, Hellfuck, Killing Christ, and even had the 7-inch, which I believe was the really last release they did. All on one. They're nice looking releases. It didn't have the Hellfuck didn't have the original art, which I did like that. I have a picture of this, control launch picture of the original Hellfuck. Where's that goddamn demonic looking photo? I preferred they probably well, but I mean it was a compilation, so it kind of made sense that they used a different piece of art because it was kind of representing everything. And I believe there's a nice juicy booklet and shit like that with all the lyrics and everything. So it's definitely a nice release. And anyways, what I'm getting at is why for Hells to put it out, it's like, well, that kind of just came out. So there's a thing called supply and demand, which I'm sure you've heard of. The demand has already been kind of supplied, and to be completely the fuck honest with you, we restocked it a few times. We get like 3 to 5 at a time, and those 3 to 5, don't be wrong, didn't take a year to sell them, but it took a couple months to sell 3 or 5 copies. That's how fucking pathetic this goddamn so-called scene is. That's why I laugh when all these stupid fucking bands they're selling and shit. I'm just like, you're buying this over Infestdead. Granted, whatever. But dude, I was like, I would have take. I see a guy buying a box of 10 of something. I was like, I would have taken all 10 of these over the fucking one Infestdead. That comes Infestdead comes way before the Infestdead. That's hanging out with the fucking mighty Deicide. Deicide's in the lead, but goddamn, it's right behind it. That's a fucking 10, straight up fucking 10. So, yeah, good idea, but have to wait for that goddamn demand to get back up there because, quite frankly, the demand for that band was never there, and it's definitely even less because, even for the people that did like them, are they as as excited about him as the dog is, and sounds like yourself. I'm sure there's a handful of people, but probably not. Most people probably not. They're going to want to buy the new Sanguizio bong over it, which, whatever. Wouldn't be on the dog's pick, though, before over that. I can tell you that right now. Number 6, his last question. Although Early Marduk is my favorite, I have to say that the song Thousandfold Death from Frontschwein is a blasting black metal masterpiece. Thoughts? I put the LP on when it came out. It went in one ear out the other. Thought it was a decent background, so no song stood out. Go back and listen to it, but socks were still on, and quite frankly, shoes didn't even come unlaced. So that's where I left on it. Anyways, next goddamn page. Pretty sure these are questions from the channel and not order questions, but I could be goddamn wrong. At least in the first one or two. Oh no, this is a goddamn channel. Got the user ID. Into the Storm of Steel. Question, J-Dog. When was the last time someone approached you while wearing an offensive band shirt, whether it was to compliment it or to bash it, thinking it's the most blasphemous and horrible shirt ever? Probably that story I told at the fucking post office when I was wearing the Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath on the back. I deny Jesus Christ the Deceiver. There's that stupid ass fucking Christian bitch standing behind me. Read it off. Does that say I deny the Lord? You can't read, retard? Yeah, it fucking says that. What the fuck do you think it says? You don't need to read my shirt off. You can read. Just because you disagree with it. Tough fucking shit. That was literally the days I was going to the post office every day. So, fuck. I mean, I was probably 22, 23 years old. So, you goddamn math, 15 years ago. I think that's the last time. There's the Knob at Monroe muffler with the Enemy of Jesus shirt. Tots Caucus, but I was 20 years. I do know I was 20 for that. I just moved out. There's probably a scenario I'm completely forgetting. But those are the only two in my adult years that really stand out. I mean, it's not, again, for the kiddos that, like, you're only in this for your image reasons because you're in high school or college. That shit's going to all go away once you get the big boy world. You're just working only and you're around adults that are probably even older than you because let's say you get some type of factory job, like it's where I started. I was literally the youngest person there, right? There was guys there working there that have been working there before I was even born. They don't give a shit about your fucking Lord Gore shirt or whatever the fuck you got on your Marduk shirt. They don't care. So you get out in that world. That's where I truly believe in extreme music. Why a lot of these people fade off because it's just all in it for fucking image, and that was kind of their identity, right? Once that identity doesn't mean fuck all nothing when you get out of the kiddo worlds. Because yeah, if you're in high school, dude, you're a kiddo, 17, 18 years old. You've had hair on your dick for a few years. You're a baby. Give me a fucking break. You basically just got out of kindergarten, still in diapers. Just get out of that world. Who gives a fuck? So it shows truly who's in the fucking tune skis and who's not. So yeah, again, there's probably one or two other times as an adult I got kind of confronted, but they could have been too eventful because I can't remember them. That's for goddamn sure. The Accuser, J-Dog, question. What are your thoughts on creatine and who should use it? Everybody should be using it. Regular channel viewer, and can't recall if you've mentioned anything about it. From what I've watched and read, it's a heavily researched supplement. Yes, it is, and recommended to weightlifters. But I've also heard people say everyone should be taking it. Yep, just like the dog, for its benefits. Is the hype justified? Should everyone take it, or is just individuals with athletic or bodybuilding goals? It's got a ton of fucking health benefits. It's going to help with whether you work out or not. It's going to help with muscle wasting. It's got a positive effects on the brain and other tissues in the fucking body. Now, it's not if you take it. It's like basically like kind of like taking a multivitamin or like vitamin D3. You're not going to like feel like whoa, fuck, like you just did a shot of espresso or something. It's in the background working, or you take something like vitamin C and shit to help with your immune system, or antioxidants, things like that. You're not going to feel them. Essential fatty acids from fish oil. Those are all things everyone should be taking. They're working in the background that are going to keep you, healthier, stronger, fucking better quality of life, internally and just not getting sick as much, and just overall just well-being. But yeah, it's not something you're gonna fucking feel. And that's why a lot of the guys, a lot of people like, especially if you get into like the bodybuilding world, people are like, oh, supplements don't work. It's like in your mind they don't work because you're comparing them to fucking steroids, dumbass. In that comparison, no, they don't have that effect. But it's just like what's weird to me, and I've debated these guys. Like, oh, I never thought about it like that. It's like, right, you're fucking retard. Is that you compare it to fucking like a chicken breast. If you eat a chicken breast, and they all agree that's like a great source of protein, right? 8 ounces of chicken, 50 grams of protein. Help build and repair muscle tissue. It's a staple. Almost pretty much every bodybuilder eats that for at least one meal a day. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever met a bodybuilder that doesn't eat at least one meal a day. You don't feel it. It's not like, oh fuck, I go to the gym and I'm stronger. No, it's because you're eating it for the amino acids, and it's over time of what it's doing internally for your goals. Supplements are the same goddamn thing. They're dietary supplements. You're not going to feel it over chicken and rice or steak and rice or eating some eggs. You're not going to feel it. But it's doing what it's supposed to fucking do. These guys are comparing it to a drug or a pre-workout. You know what I mean? You can take a pre-workout something. Because you can feel that. It's like technically you're taking a drug. Stimulants, caffeine, DMMA, ephedrine, things like that, those are drugs. That's why you feel them. And some of these goddamn supplements, if you're in this world, they're spiked with amphetamines and goddamn add things like Adderall and shit like that. That's a known fucking fact, too. As a matter of fact, that's not even uncommon. Usually the ones you feel like, wow, I really like this one. Holy shit, I feel like $1,000,000. Chances are it's not everything what the label shows. That's not everything that's in there. And what the guys do, they do that until they get fucking busted, or this little inside secret, spilling the beans. I'm sure guys won't like me saying this, but since my channel don't get dick reviews and it's not that world, I think I'll be okay. Is if you go to any expos and shit, those little sample packs they hand out. A lot of times those are the ones that are spiked because you take them, you're like, holy fuck, this is the best goddamn pre-workout I ever used, best supplement I ever used, right? You go out and buy it. It's the non-spiked shit. It's not the same thing. They put in the samples so that way you go out and buy the goddamn product. Feels like it's better than it goddamn is. That's very common. Very common. There's tons of companies that have been caught doing that. Now, a lot of them get away with it because if the FDA or something gets word of it, when they test their products, the jugs that are being sold in the stores or online or whatever, they come back clean. So just put on the sample ones. Or what they'll do is their batch in the actual supplement line, let's say they press 1,000, 5,000, whatever the minimum quantity is, they'll spike those ones. So all the initial customers like, holy fuck, word of mouth gets out there. This is the best shit ever. And the next batch is clean. Anybody that gets kind of suspicious, like I'm pretty sure there's fucking drugs, and there are people out there that know or know what those drugs feel like. And when that word gets out, well, by the time shit gets tested, their current batch, that batch is already all sold out, and they pulled all the fucking legal shit out of there. Shady fucking shit, right? That's what goes on. That's what goes on in that goddamn world. And I'm not talking about just the bodybuilding world too. I'm talking about like supplements that you might be taking and shit like that too. Multivitamins like that. That's a known fucking thing. That's a shady goddamn business. I can tell you that right now. There's a lot of shit that's why you got to kind of do your research too. Find out who's been around a while and just reviews and people that have used it and done blood testing, things like that. So you got to kind of be in the know. You can't just trust anything and everybody. So, is what it is though, right? So, comes question, you know what to do. Put the guys back in the morning later, goddamn it.